Put your mouth where the money is.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jay Nicole, and your boy, Atum Ride.
Hey, what it do?
Tell them who we had today.
Hey, man, A1 Live, man. We got the JCS Project. We got League 360 in the building. Man, they finna tear it down, man. These are true revolutionaries in the works. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to the next generation. That's why we here. Get in the action, baby.
Y'all know y'all can tune in on weareA1.com, YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, everything.
Everything.
Get in the action.
Hey, yo, A1 Live. Hey, man, got the Bill Podcast in the building, man. Y'all tune in, man. We are A1.com, man. You know what I'm saying? We taking a knee on y'all boys, man. Hey, absolutely.
Y'all can watch on Facebook, Twitter,
Periscope.
weareA1.com. Get in the action.
Hey, yo. Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. We coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Introduce yourself. Hi, sir. First name Colin, last name Iser. You're really unassuming in your khakis and visor. Remind me of Chip Kelly, so how do you feel really? Look at my dress and wanna call me a thug. Rap at the judge when you the one doing all of the drugs. Salty because of my almond fudge complexion that you wanna begrudge with your daughters in love. I'm still colored. One drop of African blood, you my brother. Even if you don't love it, you stuck, cousin. Before me there was nothing. That's why you can't ignore when I want something. I summon the earth cause I come from it. The sun and the dirt that clean up nice and shine like the sun on the earth. They want me done and it hurts to see me thriving. They don't want me living, they just want me surviving. But I'm live in the skin that I'm
still black. A runaway slave, tell them I'm still black. I'm speaking from the grave, tell them I'm still black. Uncle Tom living in the house like the flames, smoke him out, let it douse, tell him I'm still black. A runaway slave, tell him I'm still black. I'm speaking from the grave, tell him I'm still black. Uncle Tom living in the house like the flames, smoke him out, let it douse, tell him I'm still black.
Just check, yo, still black. Just check, yo, still black. Just check, yo, still black. Just check, yo, still black, just check.
Forbidden to speak in my native language, tarred, feathered, and chained, and forced to speak in English. So, talking proper is imitation of whites. The language of our oppressors, aggressors of equal rights. Equal life don't exist, we still on the blacklist. We waiting for Jesus, really the name of the slave ship the same. Stolen legacy land built by the ebony completion of the gods. My African spirits heavily, we wearing kente, playing drums at the bimbe. Looking like we Tobe, feeling like Kuta Kinte. Palms on the djembe, ghetto African village. Colonized folk with pilgrims raped and pillaged. No allies in this war confronted. My sword and the overseer reaching for the summit. Hoping Babylon plummets for the many that you hunted. My image on the poster, armed ready to hunt it. Still black. A runaway slave, tell him I'm still black. I'm speaking from the grave, tell him I'm still black. Uncle Tom living in the house like the flames, smoke him out, let it douse, tell him I'm still black. A runaway slave, tell him I'm still black. I'm speaking from the grave, tell him I'm still black. Uncle Tom living in the house like the flames, smoke him out, let it douse, tell him I'm still black.
Action one, doing it for the culture.
It's time to finish with Marcus Garvey started.
Mic check.
Put your mouth where the money is.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jay Nicole, and your boy, Atum Ride.
Hey, what it do?
Tell them who we had today.
Hey man, A1 Live, man. We got the JCS Project. We got League 360 in the building. Man, they finna tear it down, man. These are true revolutionaries in the works. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to the next generation. That's why we here. Get in the action, baby.
Y'all know y'all can tune in on weareA1.com, YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, everything.
Everything.
Get in the action.
Hey, yo, A1 Live. Hey, man, got the Bill Podcast in the building, man. Y'all tune in, man. We are A1.com, man. You know what I'm saying? We taking a knee on y'all boys, man. Hey, absolutely.
Y'all can watch on Facebook, Twitter,
Periscope.
We are A1.com. Get in the action.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it's Wednesday, A1 Live. Catch us on weareA1.com.
I'm gonna jump in there too.
Hey, Action Squad in the building. That boy Jay Norm. We are A1.com. Y'all tune in right now, 8 o'clock every Wednesday night. It's going down on A1 Live. Your girl Jay Nicole, your boy Atumra. We got the entire Action Squad in the building. So y'all go ahead and tune in, comment, tell your friends.
Action 1, inspiring action. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. What it do, man? A1 Live, man. It's your brother Atum Ra. We appreciate y'all for checking us out. Shout out to everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, everything. Jay Nicole, how you doing this week?
Man, I'm beautiful. You know, I'm beautiful. The world is beautiful to me today. You know, even though some stuff that's happening in it is quite ugly, but it's still a beautiful way to wake up in the morning. You know,
Most
when
def.
you wake up, it's a good thing.
Yeah, most def. I love how you turn it on. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick,
Real
man.
quick.
Hey, man, that's how we always do, man. They don't know what go on behind the scenes, but, you know what I'm saying, we do what we do to give the people what they want and what they need. And, you know, this week will be no letdown. Of course, you know, I got to start off the show, you know, talking about our favorite person, Mr. 4-5, you know what I'm saying, and everything that, you know what I'm saying, consistently is surrounding the joke that they call the presidency nowadays.
I'm going to tell you one thing, though. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I stopped looking at the news and all of that stuff, you know, since the last show. So I don't have an update for y'all. But I'm sure our team is going to fill y'all in.
Yeah. Y'all know I'm here for the nonsense. But you know what though, man? You know how they say a broken clock may be right at least twice a day. You know, it's been kind of interesting hearing them talk about this latest withdrawals with the troops. And, you know, for a long time, you know, people have been talking about America fighting in, like, endless wars and, you know, saying things of that nature. So, you know, it's been kind of interesting on, you know, saying the call to pull the troops back and everything else like that. But with that being said, you know, it's going to be interesting watching everything shape up. You know, I tell my people, stay woke, man. Don't think that those people that support them are dead, man. They still out there.
Oh, they are definitely out there, and they're
Man.
teaching their kids, and their kids are teaching their kids, and you know, stay woke.
Man, but last week ended before we got to talk about our boy Mayor Turner, man. You know, and this $100,000 intern, you know, that everybody been buzzing about. So I gotta ask Jay Nicole.
Man, why you gotta ask me? You know that's my boy, man.
Is it a problem with hooking your people up with positions and jobs?
An intern.
I mean, now with that being said, I mean, the brother supposedly, you know what I'm saying, is qualified, got several degrees. And
Okay.
I mean, I think it was more of
Is
like
he working?
I mean, I ain't even working, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they working out too.
Okay.
Oh, no, they working, you know.
Okay.
They working. But the thing is, you know, $100,000 is, you know, a hefty pay, a hefty salary, you know. But if he's doing the work
Right.
that deserves $100,000 paycheck,
Right.
what's the problem?
Yeah, because I mean, that's what I'm hearing. I think it's more so it was like a temp to hire position in so many ways, and that's what that position was getting paid.
Can I get that temp to hire position real quick? You know, I'm trying to come up. I'm very qualified for quite a few things. I have a lot of skills. You know, I'm not gonna tell y'all who I'm voting for, but you know.
Yeah, most def.
I need that JOB for that next time.
Hey man, if they hooking it up, man.
I'm saying.
Yeah, man, and man, we gotta definitely send a special shout out to our girl Simone Biles. Man, she is out there kicking butt across the world. You know what I'm saying? Black excellence, black greatness. You know, I hear they naming 2 more moves after her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
man,
amazing.
You seen her do some of them flips, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, man. Like, yeah,
She's a beast.
Yeah, she's a beast, man. And I think she's on pace. She's finna win like more medals than any male or female, you know, in history.
That's amazing.
And yeah, I mean, she still got even more to go if she want to. You know, she just could walk away now, but I don't know.
You know, we don't do that.
Yeah, nah.
We don't just walk away. We trying to
I
make it
mean,
impossible
yeah.
for somebody
Like
to
I
break
said,
our record.
They naming moves out there.
Yeah.
You know, and mind you, they just named 2. I think she already had 2, so she already got 4 or 5 moves.
Yeah.
They ain't out there, man.
She got the moves for real.
Yeah, for sure. But man, I'm excited about this week. You know, the African Fashion Week family.
It's
as I
always
would call them.
exciting.
You know, you know, it's one of those things that you know, when you have the chance to see it from behind the scenes, you appreciate everything that goes into making it happen. Because, you know, as you know, there are so many different moving pieces and moving parts. And I'm happy that every year, you know, that we're a part of it, you know, we get to meet different people, different chains, you know what I'm saying, in the operation. You know, we always got to send a shout out to Aunt Kim.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our sister Tamika.
Jenny.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's fam for life, both of them. But you know, this week, man, we you know, we're definitely highlighting the African Fashion Week that everybody has been waiting for. So this week we got Brianna and David with us. How y'all doing today?
We're doing good. How are y'all?
Man, we good.
Let me ask you guys a question. Are you guys, because I'm going to give you a little backstory here, okay? I told my daughter that African Fashion Week we're going to be the guests. You know, some people from African Fashion Week Houston we're going to be the guests on the show.
Right.
She's a fashionista, baby. She plays no games. She sketches. She wants to be a designer. So she's like, "Oh, I'm coming," and she never comes on Wednesday.
Right. I was wondering.
You never see her come on Wednesday.
Yeah. She's like that. She's gonna be here.
So, are you guys as excited about this year's events as my baby is?
Yes. yes.
Man, most definitely. So, could you let the people know, you know, both of y'all, what are y'all roles within African Fashion Week?
Okay, so my role is I am part of the creative direction, the creative direction, and I'm head of model coordination. Very, very tough jobs.
Right.
Very, very tough jobs. Like you said, it's a lot of moving parts. A lot of personalities, egos, and you know, just like it's a lot. But you know what? It's also rewarding too,
Right.
because you're meeting so many different people from all walks of life, and you know, like we're all just coming together, creating this big beautiful idea. You know, like to bring this show together that's meant to unite a lot of different like ethnicities and cultures.
What's that? What about you, D?
Well, I'm the photographer on the band.
He giving y'all those pictures with a good light, baby.
What up, man?
But I go wherever I'm needed because once the show starts, it gets really chaotic for like
Hectic.
those of us on the team, and you know we pretty much have to be wherever we're needed and do whatever we're needed to do. And you know I think I'm bringing about 2-3 more photographers working with me. So you know this year I think I'm going to take more of a step back and allow other people to like do it and just kind of direct them how it goes. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Man, most definitely.
I'm excited too. You have to take my picture.
Yeah. Man,
Come
yeah.
out.
Put the wind on, get my hair good.
Right. Man, how many events did we go to last year? We went
All
to,
of them.
Yeah,
We
like
went to
that.
every single
Like,
last event.
And I know just what y'all was saying. You know, we were trying to keep up with everything we were shooting and
Right.
you know editing it to get out and you know everything else like that. But you know we appreciate it every day.
You know, I will admit, like, I was the residential skeptic in the room because I didn't know about what a silent party, you know what I'm saying, was, because I had never been one. Yeah.
Me neither. So last year was actually my first, like, silent party. So I was like, so what do we do? Like, do we all just, like, kind of, like, you know, just, like, dance? Like, it's like, quiet and, like, people, like, you know, like, that were... like guests at the hotel, like they were looking at us like, what are these people? You know.
Let me show y'all how a silent party is. Everybody be quiet. We about to go to break real quick.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Put your money where your community is. Get in the action at weareA1.com.
Thank you all for just inviting me out and giving me the opportunity to speak about Twist. I really appreciate you, and I love that you all are doing positive exposure.
Action May the Lord give strength to his people. May the Lord bless his people. We stand for our city, man. We sold out Houston. We sold Houston, man. It's me, folks. Higher. Don King. I'm so Houston. I don't have to separate. I don't post to look clean. Have a yellow bone on my tongue. I'm so Houston. Hey, I know how you go down. I ain't got no wallet to represent my town. Yellow green. You put my city so the world can see. I got love for my city. I made you for a purpose. You can make it if you willing. I'm so Houston. This ain't about ripping grain in that candy slab with them 84s poking. Man, these streets are real and not people dying. I seen the game and I soaked it. I'm a hood boy with a king's heart. My life changed when I met God. We had great
Action 1, inspiring next. Get in, get in, get in. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We in the place to be, man. Hey, man, we in the place with African Fashion Week. You know, they came to bring in, you know, all this melanated greatness, you know, and we appreciate just everything that's going on every year. You know, we just was talking about the silent party, and, you know, just everything on the rooftop. You know, we definitely just, man, we had a great time with everything, you know, from the art show. And, I mean, everywhere just had models. Everywhere, you know, all the different models and designers and everything like that. You know, at one point in my life, you know, I thought about getting into modeling, but you know,
really?
yeah. But you know, people tell me I got a face for radio, so you know that's why I'm kind of here right now.
Listen to what people say. You better go for it.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, look, man, look. I'm gonna sit up right now, man. You know, I've been doing my sit-ups, B. I've been doing my sit-ups. But you know, what are some things that you know, models go through that, you know, people don't think? Because you know, a lot of people just think, oh yeah, you just put on some clothes and walk down and turn around and walk back. No. But you know, those of us that know, you know what I'm saying, we know a lot more goes into.
Yes. Okay. So first off, for example, with our campaign shoot. So, well, no. So, backtracking to when we had our casting call, we were looking for models that had the more of a editorial look for the campaign shoot. Meaning they don't have to walk, they don't have to know how to walk, but if they have the look, then it's like, okay, you know what, like we're going to group them with the campaign models. Yes. And then the runway models is like, we need y'all to be on your game, okay? Right, because like it takes a lot to, like, you know, teach them how to walk. But most of these models, they've actually been to New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, you know, so they know how to walk. Right. You know, but like of course, you know, if we find somebody who like we think is going to fit better with the runway but don't know how to walk, we will teach them, you know, because it's like, you know, like we are all about, you know, giving people opportunity and like chances and stuff. Like we're not like super duper strict, right. But it also falls into what the designer wants, right. And like what they envision, you know, what type of models like, you know, wearing their like clothes and stuff too. So like we also have to keep that in mind as well. But like we're not telling them like, you know, y'all need to drink like, you know, vegetable drinks, you know, like a week before, like nothing like that. No, we have models of all shapes and sizes, right, you know, right. So we're just like, you know, come. Yes, come and try out. Come and try out. No, definitely.
Also, it's.
I'm not gonna hate.
It's
I'm not gonna say nothing.
For anyone out there thinking of joining, it's 5'8" and up.
Okay. Hey.
I'm 5'7", okay?
What's up?
So
What's up? 5'10", baby.
I always try to like slide myself up in there. Like, I'm just, I'm always trying to slide myself into like the photo shoots, just be like, you know. What did you say?
Yeah.
No, that's a lie. It's a lie.
Most definitely. So from the you know what I'm saying, photography and videographer aspect, like what goes into making the designer's dreams and the you know what I'm saying, the kind of the ideas come to life? Because I definitely know y'all have a big part in that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a lot goes into it in the sense that, you know, it starts from when we set up the event. We kind of make sure that the event itself is set up in a way where, you know, we have the videographers and the photographers positioned at a certain point, you know, so that they don't interfere with anything else, but at the same time they're still getting everything that we need, you know what I mean? And that was one of my biggest struggles my first year joining African Fashion Week. Like, everything was set up, but it wasn't set up in a way that gave the videographers and photographers a lot of freedom, so I struggled with that. And coming on board, that's one thing that I've tried to like help out and make sure that it works out very well. So coordinating the photographers and the videographers. I'm also working with one of our content creators, Adako. She's amazing, and she's our main videographer. You know, what we do is just kind of show up and set ourselves up at, you know, where it's necessary. So I'm on the photography side, she's on the videography side, so, you know, we already know what we do. So, you know, we kind of get in there, and because of the experience we have, I've been in this for about 7 years. I've been with African Fashion Week for 3 years now. So that experience kind of comes into it, and it helps us to, you know what we're doing, and, you know, we don't really have to be told a lot of what to do. We already know coming in. So as far as the photography and videography, you know, aspect of it, it's not easy, but we make it work, because, you know, we never back down from it. We make it work. Yeah.
So what are some events that people can expect this year?
Go ahead.
Okay, so got my handy dandy list, you know, because we just have so much going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have. It's 7 days.
I gotta have a list every week, because it's not just a one-day thing. It's a whole week.
It's a whole week, and I mainly focus on models, so it's just like I'm kind of like out of the loop with like everything else, and let everybody do what they gotta do, you know. But my models. Okay. Yeah. So
the models gonna be where they need to be when they need to be there.
Yes,
no
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not play those games with them. Hey, you over here. Okay. So we're going to be having. Let's see. Event highlights. So we're having the JJo Dance Afro Beats workout class. That's gonna be happening on a Monday.
It's a workout class.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't have that last year.
I guess kind of like a Zumba.
We just
but
added
like
that
more,
this year.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a regular Zumba workout class, but, you know, since they're going to be working with us this year, they are just incorporating like the African dance to it, and, you know, we're also inviting everybody that likes to work with African Fashion Week, and, you know, they're coming out there, and it's going to be fun.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun working with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nah, man. You know, we bring everything to life around here. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's always just jumping off the screen. But yeah, nah, that's new. But J. Nicole, you gonna get out there and get your Zumba?
Get some dance on. You should absolutely.
Yeah, look, y'all see how I just diverted that.
But you know, I take
Look, I'm trying to skip out.
I can see myself too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we do that over here too.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. And let us just start off to let everybody know African Fashion Week starts October 21st.
Yeah.
So you still got time to go out and get tickets to all
Get
these
tickets.
events.
Yeah, get tickets.
You know what I'm saying? Get there, get early, because you're going to get mad when you try to get it the day of. And it's sold out.
It's selling out pretty fast too. Like, it's selling out pretty fast because that's the thing. Year after year, we get better. You know, a whole lot of new people have been added on board. You know, some big brand names are trying to work with us now.
Okay.
So you know, it's
yeah.
more exciting this year. You know, lots of people want to be there. You know, so yeah, tickets are selling out pretty fast. So I would get it sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Man,
I can honestly say that all the events that we've been a part of have been like feel good events. So people definitely want to be in a building. You know, look at your culture, learn some culture if you don't know any of it. Experience the music, the food, the art, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I appreciated the most, just for me personally, attending all the events last year, was meeting some of the designers. And you know us here at Action One, all we talk about is the independent entrepreneur, the independent artist, you know what I'm saying, that's just out there like on the grind, like making their dreams come to reality. And it was amazing to see all these different individuals with their own story, talking about how they kind of arrived to this point. Some of them may have been known and established, other ones were up and coming, their dream. But they all had this like humble, hungry energy to them. Like you could tell like that they wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like really. But then you also saw that like they were all approachable. It wasn't none of them like what I'm saying? Like so that was one thing I definitely like. Man, y'all gonna y'all got some new designers coming through?
Yeah, we do. We have about 16 designers this year. If I'm correct, yeah, we have about 16 designers. So definitely, some new designers will be in the house. But we have like our the people, some of the people that we regularly work with, will be coming back as well.
I remember Couture Effects. They were there. I believe that's the name of it.
Couture Effects.
They're gonna be there this year too.
Yeah, I like them.
But that the feeling of just being involved is something that we are big on. Like, if you're there, then we want you to participate. Like, we make you feel like family. You know what I mean? So if you want to, so if you want to be involved, you've been curious about your African roots, you want to be yourself and explore. We have all these events going on, and on Sunday we have before the Kitoko Fashion Show, we have the marketplace going on. Definitely one of the places you want to come check out your African designs, and you get them at the cheapest prices because the designers are there as well. So that's amazing.
Most definitely, and I understand just like how important culturally this is as well, because I work in an environment with majority non-melanated folks, and I like to mess with their heads. One day I come in a suit, the next day I come in a dashiki. Go back and forth, because like I said, they don't know how to figure it out. But a lot of us that are, born and raised, in America and throughout the diaspora have issues or problems, connecting with our, cultural African heritage. And I definitely see, African Fashion Week as one of those things that's, mending that bridge. But, just culturally for both of you all, like what do you all kind of see African Fashion Week is bringing to the community?
Well, from my story, when I first got out of the military, I heard about African Fashion Week probably about 2-3 years before actually coming to Houston. And
where you come from before?
Well, I lived in San Antonio, and then before San Antonio, I was in the military back in Georgia.
Gotcha.
But being out of the military, it's like, I finally get to be creative and do creative things. And one of the first things I heard was African Fashion Week Houston. And I was like, well, how do I get to African Fashion Week Houston? You know, and so I am half Brazilian and Zimbabwean. But I'm hailing from Compton, so I don't really have, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Why are you making fun of her? I'm from Oakland, baby.
Oh, what? This is what? Okay, not all is real, So but like being a part of African Fashion Week kind of made me channel more of my background, and like want to bring that out, and they really helped me embrace it. And I just appreciate them for that. And now like half my closet I got a whole bunch of dashikis and tribal wear.
That is so true.
And then like most of the people that I work with are African now, and like they embrace my background culture. So thank you.
What are some things that you think that we have here in America that do kind of distance us from those cultural roots?
Okay, so just as an Igbo man, which is another way to refer to myself is as an original African.
Yeah, original man.
I am so
But I think one of the biggest things that it is different is one, the music, right? So I think a big part of African fashion or that African lifestyle is African music, right? And I feel like recently African music has started to become more accepted, more like 2 days ago I was at the gym and I saw these two this Hispanic girl and this white girl, and they were playing African music while working out, and that's not something you saw like maybe 2-3 years ago, right? So I think that acceptance is a huge like path to people accepting like African fashion, but with the outfits, I think that now that it's being destigmatized, people are starting to see that African outfits are actually really fashion, right? They're very fashionable, and they're not just some traditional coming to America movie costume. You know what I mean? That's not what they are. They're actual outfits that you can wear. So people are starting to see that, and it's starting to make sense, and people are embracing it more and more. So I think that the biggest difference for me, to answer your question, is just that acceptance. Is where we were before in accepting it is not where we are now, and that time that has gone in between has bridged the gap. So I think that gap that's been bridged is going to lead to new and bigger things with African fashion.
I agree, because even when I was younger, growing up here in Houston, in America, it used to be, I'm not gonna say a bad thing, but if someone would be like, hey, you're African, some people like, I'm not no African, but I was lucky enough to grow up in a household with parents and be around people who were Igbo.
Right.
Like
Okay.
said, African. One of my best friends growing up, one of my best friends growing up, shout out Cynthia, her family was, originally from Africa, so I was able to grow up, being a part of the culture. So to me, I never took it if someone saying you're African as a bad thing. I always say, well, thank you, I am African, But a lot of people, and I can say this about like other classmates and stuff like that, who were not accepting because they didn't know. And so what you're saying, it being more of a mainstream or coming more, more outward in the society, it is gonna, break down barriers.
But I could take it solely as a trend, because that's what I'm seeing too. Like they're just like, they're like doing it because,
it's a trend.
Because it's a trend, but it's like you really have to embrace the culture behind it as well, and not just half of it.
Just the trend.
So like with the clothes and everything too, like I'm really big on that. Like if you're just trying to wear it because, oh yeah, you know, like this looks cute, but like you also have to understand, like, you don't want to like appropriate, like, you know, like somebody else's culture without actually understanding, you know, like what goes behind it, you know. But that's just me.
But you know,
Okay.
I think that some people do take it as a trend. Like you said, you're in the gym, you saw a Hispanic and a white person. You know, for them, it's trendy. You know, even if a melanated person didn't know their culture, but they fell into this trend, I don't see how they would not want to dig deeper or even have that connection. Because it's a connection.
It is
it's
a connection.
More than just, I'm
yeah.
gonna put this on. You put this on, you feel some type of way.
Yes.
You hear that beat, you feel some type of way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I feel like,
wait a second.
although some people may take it as trendy, I still feel like it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So when that trend hits those certain people who
They
they're
can-
actually going
yeah,
to feel
yeah,
it, they're
they
going
can
to
start to
open up
feel
and
it.
be able to accept
Yeah,
who they are.
yeah, yeah.
Most definitely. And we got to just continue to put it out on Front Street.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, like, you realize growing up in America, these people of European descent are aggressive in their approach to separate us from our true roots, who we truly are, our true history. And, you know, growing up in my household, you know, there was different hints of Africa here and there, but, you know, it was just more so like a sense of understand that we've been lied to, you know what I'm saying, about who we are, where we really come from. I didn't know at that time how deep the rabbit hole really went. And then, like, even now, like I said, to this day in 2019, how they still will use a lot of aggressive approaches from the media and everything else like that to demonize Africa and African cultures, to make those of us in America run from it even more, you know, man. And like you said, it's not even just about the clothes, but more so about the way of life, the way of thinking, the way to go about raising our families, handling conflict amongst the community, you know, actually being and growing a community. You know, I do think that there's a lot to learn. And I think that we in America, we have a lot to learn about how we can continue to grow our
That's
tribe.
right. That's true.
Because, you know, that's one thing, you know, you do appreciate about various African groups. They do look out for their tribe. And, you know, they grow their tribe. And, you know, African Fashion Week is nonetheless.
Yeah.
Man, which events are y'all most excited about?
For me, I'm always really excited about the finale, like the Kitoko Fashion Show.
Now, let me ask you, because I've been to it. Is it because it is one of the best events, or because you know you getting to the end?
It's probably the end.
I know y'all be running. I know.
It's probably the end thing. Yeah. No, it is the best show in my opinion, but at the same time, like, we know that we've sweat and, like, we've put ourselves out there for a whole week, you know, and now we're just about ready to, like, go sleep for the next week. Just go sleep for the next week. So I think it's it's a bit of both. So.
Well, definitely, man. I know that y'all never cheat the people.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Never in, never out. And tickets on sale now, right?
Yes, tickets are on sale now. Yes, for some of the days the tickets are $15. For other days they're $25. They're not free, but we make sure that they're affordable so that, you know, whoever wants to be at the show can get them. And I think, the sooner you get them, the cheaper they probably will be. So, like I said.
Yeah, no, I can't think of any event I've been to over the past few years that have been a waste of time. I haven't had fun.
No. This is, you have to see this to believe it. Yeah.
Just, like I said, you see everybody, you know.
You have to see this to believe it. Yeah.
Man,
this is amazing.
Most definitely. Well, we're finna roll into another commercial break. Then we're gonna be back with the wrap up with AFW, man. Brother iTunes,
All right.
Joy, cue us up.
designs that are being done right now. I hope you have a lovely day.
Man, you still here? Go on and subscribe.
Yo, we back at it again, baby.
What?
Get into action.
3.
Get into action.
Tell me what is the deal, tell me what is the deal.
So I challenge you today to start strong.
Get into action.
Get into action.
Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Say how you really.
Man, you still here? Go on and subscribe.
So you're welcome to view my art pieces on Facebook at Unique Designer Freelance, or follow me on Instagram at unique.designer.freelance. Oh, that one is all lowercase. And then on Twitter, you're welcome to follow me at Unique Designer.
Get into action. Action 1, inspiring next.
Yeah.
We're back.
We back in this thing, man. You know, we've had a great time with this African Fashion Week. We look forward. African Fashion Week is going to be going down October 21st through the 27th.
Yeah.
You know, you can go and
Be
get your
there.
tickets now.
Be there.
AFWHouston.com. You can just go to Facebook and type in African Fashion Week. And you know,
On Instagram, AFW Houston on Instagram as well. You can look us up, you know.
What's that?
Absolutely.
Man, J. Nicole, you know, it wouldn't, I felt moved by the spirit this week.
Oh, he felt moved by the spirit.
And so,
Which
you
one?
know,
That's a good question.
you know, my antenna started.
Which way we moving?
Oh yeah. We gotta move to the corner, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man. Yeah, time for that conspiracy corner.
Oh man.
You know, the other week, you know, we talked about the Dallas police officer Amber Geiger that went into the apartment and shot Botham Jean in his own apartment. And there's a lot of conspiracy surrounding that. But I'm not gonna get on that soapbox today.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not gonna get on that soapbox today. But that was
I'm kind of feeling some type of way.
I
probably would have been on your side.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a witness though that testified in the trial, Mr. Joshua Brown, and this witness has ended up shot and dead.
Heard.
And he was set to testify against the police in the civil trial. Am I tripping, J. Nicole?
You not tripping because, I mean, if you tripping, I tripped over you because we both hit the ground. You know, I'm just saying, it's a problem. There's a problem. That sounds like, let me tell you what the whole thing sounds like to me. You know, and y'all remember, this is our Tubes Conspiracy Corner right now.
Yeah.
So, this is what I feel happened, okay? I feel like, you know, look at Joy over there like, oh, Lord, watch your mouth. I feel like they killed that man because they didn't want him to testify against them, right? And I also feel like they paid the dude family some money because they giving her hugs and all of that. I want you to be alive and okay because your rich daddy or somebody
I saw that
came,
video.
woke us
I
up
saw
and
that.
made everything okay.
I saw that video.
Actually, so I kind of started some drama this morning on the Shade Room because I've seen that post how they were saying, oh, like the guy that was set to testify was killed in like a drug deal.
Right. They tried to
they always want to say drug deal.
Listen, I commented this morning. I was like, no, and I got almost 2,500 likes because like I was like, no, I feel like that is a lie. The whole case was so shaky and just inconsistent. I was like, y'all really trying so hard to make this look just like a beautiful thing. Like, y'all need to quit.
Right. Kind of like that Dave Chappelle special where he say something happened, just sprinkle some crack on it. That's what they trying to do. All of a sudden,
it's
true.
Yeah.
He wasn't that bad of a person to be a key witness, you know what I'm saying, in the trial.
Right.
But then now all of a sudden he was murdered in the
we're not there anymore where you can just sprinkle some crack on it, but like they find new ways to like
come on man, throw some pounds on
He's not credible. He's
Right.
Most definitely.
So what can we do now? You know, like no.
But you know, we didn't get to build on that, J. Nicole, man. How you feel about the hug, man? You know what I'm saying?
I would have gave her a hug too, just to get close enough to strangle her. I would have been like, "Come here, girl. You know I love you."
Action 1 does not support the act of committing criminal activity.
But J. Nicole does. I put a stamp on that.
Man, yeah. We don't promote violence. We just encourage it.
But what I do on my personal time is, you know.
Man. How y'all feel about the hug, man? You know what I'm saying?
That tripped me out. I was sitting over there looking. I was like, oh no. And I called up one of my best friends because we're always talking about conspiracy theories in America. You know, and she was just like, that whole case is just like, nah. Like, they knew what they wanted to do from the jump.
Right.
Okay, all the way till the end.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, this is a joke. And so, like, she felt like, you know, America was kind of setting an example for us, you know, like in like a way of like, you know, y'all think that like y'all can like, you know, win this, you know, but like look what we're doing, turning your own people against y'all from the jurors.
You know what? First of all, though, let me tell you what was different. Let me tell you how we should have known what was happening because there was a lot of press on this situation when it happened. It disappeared. And then they just came back with a verdict. Like, what happened? Like, where was all the outrage? You know, when stuff happened to people like Sandra Bland, that still that didn't die down. People still come on and start talking about Sandra Bland. You know, but when this happened, it's like they talked about it for that moment and then it disappeared. And that's the power of media. It disappeared. And then it resurfaced and everybody's mad.
They show key figures forgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean,
how can you be mad if his brother is giving this woman a hug?
I mean, I
judge giving this woman a hug.
When the juror thinks that like she didn't deserve a life sentence.
Yeah, like she went into her own apartment.
Like,
you know, I feel like if it was the roles was turned, if he walked into the wrong apartment, even if he was a police officer and he walked into her apartment and shot her because he felt threatened.
That would have been a wrap.
Exactly.
Oh, he would have got like the map.
Exactly. Even if the roles wasn't turned like that, even if it was Botham Jean in his apartment and a black police woman officer went into there and shot him, it wouldn't be no 10 years.
Right.
There's no case. Oh, no,
and his family darn sure wouldn't be giving him a hug either because we hate ourselves more than we hate anybody else. And that has to change.
that's terrible.
And then the changes go down. Like I said, from Botham Jean, now you got the brother and the neighbor. killed.
I
A
didn't.
supposed drug.
The video of the brother hugging the girl is hands down the most confusing video I've watched in 2019. Because I was just looking at it like, what the fuck is happening? Do you know what I mean? I didn't get what was happening in the but I didn't, you know, like I didn't know what to make of it. You know what I mean? Even if it was my friend, I know I would not be giving anyone a hug. Talk less of my brother. Like,
that's my
you
brother,
better be getting life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, I
You need
just
to be throwing yourself under the prison. When they said 10 years, you should have been like, no, let me just take life, because I know once I step out of here, that girl right there, she gonna have some fun.
Oh, coming from Compton, baby. Oh no, y'all better not let me up in this courthouse. It's gonna turn into a whole nother thing.
We all going down.
We all going
The whole
down.
courhouse burning down.
Yeah.
Problem.
No,
that's like I said, the whole situation deal. But like you said, it's just another example of, you know what I'm saying, the public killing of a black man. And, you know, all of this to, you know what I'm saying, all of y'all get in line. And, you know, that's why, you know, we all just have to be stay vigilant for ourselves and for our community. Keep building amongst ourselves.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Keep building our own, having our own, and making our own. And I think that you all are the embodiment of that.
You know, speaking of, I just want to, like, you know, just talking about something positive, you know what I mean? Like, I want to talk about, like, Tyler Perry and, like, him opening his studio, like Tyler Perry. Like, I've looked up to the dude for like 10 years now, and that was just seeing that was just amazing.
300
you know,
acres,
just,
man.
I wish I could have.
Right, like even like on the street sign, like on the highway, it even said like Tyler Perry. I was so proud. Like I was so proud.
It's amazing.
So yeah, it's good to see that, you know, like, you know, people among our community are still out there, like doing things, rising, trying to create opportunities for other people like us, you know.
Nah,
So
for sure. And you actually had that in the closing about, because I heard he was also going to be building housing for you know, like abused women, teenagers. You know,
that's
things
amazing.
Like that. That's going to be on part of his complex.
Right.
And, you know, go find ways to give them jobs and everything.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's doing good
you know,
work.
Like, even, you know, brother like myself that hate on all the Medea movies. Like, you gotta respect it. You gotta love it.
He made him money.
Like real things like that could have, like, you know, like real things like that are actually going on. That's what I got from his movies.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you really look into past cases and all the things that you hear on the news, like, his movies really do portray a lot of the things that are really
real things, yeah.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie though, I did like that. What was that Diary of a Lamb Black Woman barbershop? Let that boy drown. That boy.
That
was funny. Boy.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have done that too. I probably would have.
I ain't gonna front. I did like that. You know what I mean? She got revenge on that.
How about the movie when the chick with the oil on the floor? The dude came out, she was whipping her with a belt.
Hey man, but you know, you do what you got to do to build.
Yeah.
He made his own path.
Yeah, he did.
And now, hopefully, you know, he'll have this.
Got the star on the Walk of Fame too. I mean, that was incredible. I know. Yeah. He
like, you know, other.
Then he takes other people to get it. Like
Right. Well, I'm not gonna get the conspiracy train started again.
No. Bring stop.
We happy for Tyler Perry.
We are happy for Tyler Perry.
Joy gonna kick my butt if I go over there. So both of y'all, can y'all let people know how they can follow y'all, see what's up with African Fashion Week. If they, you know, just want to follow you all for y'all works, you know, how can they do so?
Okay, so y'all can follow me on Instagram at Brianna.Coursey. It's pretty simple. And, you know, that's it. Like, well, I do more. I do fashion styling. I do creative directing behind the scenes for photo shoots too. Y'all just hit me up if y'all want to work and do something on the side.
And for models who are interested in working next year's show, just go to AFW Houston and on Instagram and just, you know, shoot us a message with, you know, whatever you have, whatever you think, and go to African Fashion weekhouston.com. You know, also go to Eventbrite to get tickets. You know,
man.
tickets. Yeah, get tickets because they definitely will sell out before the show. Definitely. So yeah.
Most definitely, man. We definitely got to let y'all know it's going down October 19th. High Volume Music Live, indie friendly. Gonna be back in the place to be. Shout out to the homie Sid, and man, you know, big shout out to the BLA. They're gonna be up here next week. Got the Black Food Truck Festival going down October 26th.
Yeah.
So you know, make sure that y'all get out there and y'all support. You know what I'm saying? Another day of Black excellence and Black love. Jay Nicole, what they got to do on their website?
Go to the website, wearea1.com, because we have a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to be real quick because we don't have that much time. But if you would like to be a sponsor, if you would like to sponsor this show or any one of the other shows that are featured on Action One Media, you can do so at wearea1.com/sponsorship. If you would like to see any of the events that we will be participating in the future or any of our past events, you can also go to wearea1.com/events. Real simple. If you want us to video your event, same thing, wearea1.com/events. If you have a question, just click on the chat button and we'll be right there.
Most definitely, man. Another week up, another week down.
All right.
Remember, action, agility, life, and community. The new age of media, we here. Jay Nicole, how we leave them every week?
Get in action, baby.
Yeah.
Watu wetu lazima tuketi tukiangaliana namna hiyo.
Yeah. It's your boy, J.A.Y.B. Josh. I got one tap for real, man, and I do this for you all. Naturally.
I be the first to admit it and draw a line. I never really hit y'all the minute y'all crossed my mind. I figured if I did, we'd be talking like all the time. How ignorant of me to believe I thought y'all were fine. I'm fed up we only get together when someone dies. I'm sick of death. But though the worst is what's suspected, I still wish the best. I take that penalty like I got mad and tripped the ref. I care less about who's correct. Let's just fix the disconnect. It's been way too long. You got a phone. I could have sent the text or hard off and called you like, yo, you ate dinner yet? I know the plan's limited. That's just where my spirit is. Our voices are weapons, but they are also an instrument. You listen? I reminisce on the times of reunions. Whatever family rumors, we handle all our confusion. Like, hey, yo, you pregnant? Is that the same baby? All that's irrelevant. I just want to tell y'all that I miss you and I ain't forgot you. And though I don't reach out that often, it's often I think about you. If the family was a ship, just know our anchor hours. I didn't say relation. I got communication problems, though they may have. Nobody holds a better heart. We can't do nothing about the past, but we can make a better start. It's just been a while since the avoidance in your face. I just called to say I love you and I hope that all was straight. How was your day?
It ain't much to check up on your people. Just to reach out, make sure that they breathing. You ain't gotta hit them for a reason. Family just something I believe in, and I'm saying that it ain't much to check.
You still here? Y'all wanna subscribe.
Most of my designs that I do in Ghana right now. I hope you like it. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Get into action.
Yo, we back at it again, baby.
What?
Get into action.
3.
Get into action.
Tell me what is the deal, tell me what is the deal.
So I challenge you today to start strong.
Get in the action.
Tell me what is the deal. action. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Say how you really
So you're welcome to view my art pieces on Facebook at Unique Designer Freelance, or follow me on Instagram at unique.designer.freelance. Oh, that one is all lowercase. And then on Twitter, you're welcome to follow me at Unique Designer.
Get into action.
Peace, brother Atum Ryan. You tuned in to Action One Network.